Hey Jeff, how's it going?
Hey, doing good, man. Sun shining here.
Yeah, actually, yeah, super. We're over 100 today.
Yeah, we are supposed to this week also.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, let me get on my good side. All right, now we can talk. Yeah, I like you looking snazzy in that hairnet there. I know you're in the lab.
Oh, back in the lab, we were gonna do it in the studio today, but things got pushed back, so here I am back in the lab office.
Yeah, well, we still look pretty. Don't worry about it.
That is what it is, hairnet, face mask, you name it, man.
Yeah. Well, anyway, let's just get right down to it. Today, we're going to talk about, gosh, a project that's been in the works, and people, seen it off and on, but now everything is officially there. And gosh, we talked about this, I think 2014, I want to say, somewhere back in then.
Yeah.
And again, now we're live to the world, and that is our official superstore website, allamericansupps.com. And the reason why this is important is I think people, again, they saw it, they didn't quite understand what it was, but this is our official online direct to you website store. It's not just some other supplement store, but there's a key feature behind it. I'll let you explain that part.
Yeah, I mean, people have already been saying they're hearing the buzz. What is this? What's your association? Because again, I mean, it's a tough concept because we're the first. So this, when we say direct to consumer, most people say, okay, yeah, it's like Amazon or Walmart or something. No, this is factory direct. So this is All American Pharmaceutical, which is the mother company. And then underneath All American Pharmaceutical are the brands like EFX Sports and the Superstore. And basically what we've done is we've had a lot of different brands out there that people didn't even know, existed because, some of them went to, this country, some of them went here, underground, you name it. Well, we decided to bring these brands all under this All American Supps Superstore. So again, everything is produced by All American Pharmaceutical. The same place that makes all of BFX Sports products are now bringing you a variety of products that we're going to kind of touch base on. But each one is geared toward a different marketplace. We didn't want, one brand for all because it just didn't make any sense.
No.
So again, these were brands that were in different market spaces. And now it's coming all direct to you.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So again, the key that ties every product together that's on the site is that they are all made where you're sitting right now in that building.
They are, and they're all warehoused here. So everything, will be shipped, from AAP out of its distribution center, which is it's American Distribution and Fulfillment is kind of our sister name for that. Similar to, we have an on-site lab here called Bioceuticals Research and Development Analytical Laboratory, but it's all us. They're just different brands, different divisions. So it's pretty exciting, and the thing about it, I think that I'm real excited is that, again, it's factory direct. So you can count on the quality. You're going to really enjoy the deals and all the things that we can do, through this site, not going into distribution with it and such.
Right. Yeah, that's a huge key, like you said. So it's all made there. It goes through Bioceuticals Research and Development, that
Yep.
lab that's tested. So if you've ever seen the doc to doc video, essentially you could almost replace any of these other brands logos with the EFX one. That's the same standard of quality, everything that happens, testing, the whole deal.
So what we did is we've had a brand called All American Body, and it kind of speaks for itself. It's about helping your body, helping you reach your goals, healthy living. All American Body is a protein brand. So all it has is proteins, whey protein concentrates, isolates. We got a brand new liquid collagen that I invented, unbelievable tasting, quick absorption. You're going to find vegan-friendly, vegetable-based proteins. We've got one that we call IGF-33, which is a real co-product. And again, that's all American Body is about. So if you are taking protein, you definitely want to go check out the All American Body product line.
Right. Well, we have a lot of other brands we've kind of brought on that just all of a sudden appeared there, I know, and we'll take some other time in a different live session to actually go great detail of what those brands are. But just real quickly, we've got Natural Freak, and that's for anybody that's into literally obsessive about every last ingredient in whatever product they're using has to be natural. And
Natural,
then
label,
sweeteners.
yep, all natural. So, you're going to find your greens and your probiotics, veggie capsules and stuff. So again, you know, another division, because we make all those type of products here. Sometimes people think we're just EFX. We only make, high-end sports products, but no, you'll see by these different brand categories, these are all different things that we produce here.
Right. And then we have, again, Iniform. That's more of a clinical base. That's where like the creselazine lives now with the capsules and the creams. Every cream you have actually targets.
Yeah, you'll see a bunch of our patented stuff and a bunch of, again, inventions, things that you would see if you were to go into a doctor's office. Things like that are going to be on this particular line.
Right. Of course, we have EFX. There's a couple others waiting in the wings that are going to appear really, really soon. If you want to talk about those, or
heck yeah. Well, again, EFX. So again, you can buy EFX Sports anywhere, but what's going to be different is EFX Sports is going to have a few exclusive items that will only be available from All American Supps. So again, you'll be notified if you're on a mailing list. So you definitely want to get signed up to be on that mailing list, because there's some cool stuff. Now, some of the other brands is I've been working on a female brand. And, some people will go, well, what's the difference between female, male products? Well, there are certain items that, again, as a female, I'm not a female, but our research shows that these are things that you ladies will really enjoy. They're geared towards you. So they're not over potent. They're not, one size fits all. That's going to be under our 360 RX brand. That brand has been out there, and it's kind of has geared toward women, but, had some crossover products. We're also, people may not know, but we produce baby powders. So we're going to bring America's Pride, which was going into China, but now we're going to bring that here. So we'll have a toddler product that'll be under there. And again, it's going to be way cheaper than what you can buy out there, and you can count on the quality. We'll have some prenatals for you mamas. So again, pretty exciting. But again, it shows you the range from sports nutrition to natural to baby. And then Brian, we've got some partnerships that we've just secured. You want to talk about those two?
Yeah, why not? So we just inked a deal on a couple of different, I guess, I wouldn't say specialty brands, but I mean, actually, these are big names. So I guess we'd say one of them is an old friend of the company, and that's Flex Wheeler's line. He's got a signature series that we're getting ready to bring on. So stay tuned for that. That's more of a hardcore bodybuilding line. Who knows? There's some really cool stuff that's going to go under there. Plus, you get the knowledge that guy has from going to basically the top of the bodybuilding world through the past few decades. So that's not a name that people wouldn't know for sure. And what a great guy.
Yeah, and one of the things I want to say about that is, so I actually partnered with Flex on this line. So we're doing it together. So it's not like, he's a paid athlete or anything like that. This is Flex Wheeler's line, produced at AAP. We partnered with him so that, again, we can take it to the next level. So again, pretty exciting. You'll be able to see, Flex's training and, videos and be able to have access to him. Just a wealth of information. In my personal opinion, one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time.
Absolutely.
The best physiques. And I always say he is the number one uncrowned Mr. Olympia. I mean, politics, subjective, that's how bodybuilding is, but he is the ultimate male.
Yeah. I couldn't agree with you more. What a great guy.
And everything he's gone through, he really wants to share his story about, what happened to him and again, help other people. So he told me the other night that he wants to take a percentage of the proceeds and they're going to help other amputees. So that's kind of his calling with using this line. So besides putting out great products, he's going to be able to help people that are in the same situation that he's gone through, which, I can't even imagine. I mean, it's just horrifying, but he's a trooper, man. He's he's made it through and he wants to help others. So got to give it to the guy.
Yeah, I think he's kind of like us. He's at a point in his career now where he's climbed the mountains and now he wants to turn around and just give back, especially to
Yep.
the industry and the sport that gave him the life he's had. And
Yep.
that I think that's the way you do it, right?
Yep. So anyhow, you're going to see that brand, as Brian said, it's going to be more of a high-end bodybuilding. We say bodybuilding, but it's more for the hardcore lifters, whether you're a bodybuilder, power lifter, you could be a football player, but if you want high-tech, cutting-edge things that, just can't sell on store shelves because they're way too strong, that's what the Flex Wheeler Signature Series products are going to be all about. So again, you got to check that out. We'll let you know when they're actually live on the site.
Yeah, definitely. Well, and I guess last but not least, and this should be live literally any day now because it's sitting there ready to go. We just had a couple of kinks to work out and a couple of things to get on the back end worked out. But anyway, that is One Mission Nutrition. Now, this is a brand that has been direct to consumer for a few years. This is someone else that you actually partnered with to bring on board into this whole umbrella or family of brands. You made all their products, so it only made sense to include them. And I guess if you want to explain who's at the helm behind that one that you all came up there and met and had a lot of fun.
Absolutely. So One Mission Nutrition was put in to support the military and first responders. And that's what really attracted it to me was, our guys and gals out there who, man, because they put their life on the line, they allow people like us to be able to do what we do. And again, this isn't political. This is just facts. Freedom is not free. These people. So One Mission Nutrition, we send out packages all over the world to military people who need, first responders. Anyhow, Keaton Hoskins, who is, if you've ever watched the Diesel Brothers, he's the muscle. Really dedicated to the military. So, this brand gives a certain percentage of their sales, again, goes to the military and first responders. So that's kind of the whole idea behind that. And then I do want to put in that, I founded a nonprofit a few years ago called St. Anthony's Research and Education Institute. And a percentage of the overall sales of All American Supps goes to St. Anthony's. We support that company. And St. Anthony's, go check it out. The website, St. Anthony's, what is it?
St. Anthony's Research.com
or something. Well, we'll have to post that. I forget the shortcut there. But cancer research, diabetes research, low T, all type of research. And it's an education institute. So right now you can get, I think it's 4 college credits for taking my class called How to Do a Research Project. So if you're in the medical field and you need your continued education, or anyone in the science field who needs a continued education, you can go there and take the course. It's an online course, very inexpensive. It's less than $200 for, this several week course, but very, very educational, not just because I'm the professor, but because it really is. I actually learned a lot just teaching the course. So again, we're, as you said, we're kind of at a point where, we really want to give back everything we've learned. We've been blessed over the years and, through the military, through, Flex's amputees to St. Anthony's, continuing disease research. It's pretty exciting.
Yeah. Well, and that was the other thing is the secondary reason behind the site was to be able to provide the resources to St. Anthony's through donations and, like you said, a percentage of sales that funds that research. So again, it's kind of like one cycle that feeds one to another, that when people are making a purchase, they're actually helping to fund research, like you said, for cancer, juvenile diabetes, and who knows what else will come down the pike as far as that research.
And, the research that, the drug companies do and all that, most of that is trying to develop a product. St. Anthony's isn't developing anything. They're just trying to come up with, let's face it, a cure for cancer, a cure for diabetes, a cure for inflammation. I mean, I'm a firm believer that there are cures for things. There are things in nature that, good Lord put out there. Most of the drugs have copied something that's naturally occurring. So who knows, like some of the cancer research we've done, there was some groundbreaking stuff. If you're into reading poster boards or some research, you should go check it out. These are all published studies. Pretty cool. And, other research companies then, take St. Anthony's research and expound on it. So, it's all about contributing to deadly diseases and their cause, and effect.
Right. Well, I think we covered pretty much everything there is about All American Supps. If you go there and start looking at under the categories, these different brands, and maybe only a couple of products under some of them, but you're going to see the list under each just grow and grow and grow and grow as we meet the needs. And then our greatest hope is that it becomes a one-stop shop for an entire family. Their sons into football, other brothers into bodybuilding, mom's trying to get a little healthier, same thing for dad. And you can buy all these array of products from all these different brands in one place you can trust. Yep. Great, fair pricing. And again, the key is it's all made at All American Pharmaceutical, 100%.
Yep. Now, Brian, you've kind of been known as Mr. EFX Sports. Oh. So maybe we'll just take a couple seconds here, and you should tell everybody kind of what your role is, since they're not going to be, seeing you in a slightly different role.
Yeah, I guess maybe the simple way to explain it is, I guess my role's expanded. So instead of just, if you look at like, say, this one AEP and then all these different brands coming off, instead of me being just in this one circle, I'm kind of moved up to here where I'm over all these various brands under this branded division, if you will. I'm president of brand development. So not only are these brands, but as we add them on, that's kind of my area of focus. So it's still, of course, very heavily involved in EFX. That's my baby. But Now Mission, Flex's line, Uniform, and whatever else we're adding is me.
And you also, you folks have been used to seeing me, visiting stores and on the road for EFX Sports. I still continue to do that. Obviously with COVID, it really put a damper on, getting out and visiting and such. But you'll now see me associated with the same thing. I'll be talking about One Mission or, Uniform or All American Body. Again, I'm the one behind the scenes, developing and putting all the products and formulations together. All American Pharmaceutical is doing all the manufacturing. All American Distribution and Fulfillment, or American Distribution and Fulfillment, is doing all the fulfillment here. So, we're all just one big happy family.
Yeah. And I guess maybe the simple way to say this, and we should say, is we're as passionate still about EFX as we are now about any of these other brands. Yep. Same love and care and excitement goes into all of them, no matter which market, because we're helping a whole different set of markets now, rather than just say athletes or bodybuilders. We've expanded that way out to just be able to help everybody as much as we can, which was always the goal. At some point, we knew we could get to this point, and here we are.
So one thing I'll close with, one of the crazy things that we are going to do that you will see, and because when you see it, you're going to go, what? We have an abundance of protein, and not that we have an abundance, but we decided to take several thousands of pounds of protein, and you're going to see stuff coming out where it's $4.99 for 2 pounds. Now, that doesn't mean it cost us $4.99. This is way below cost. We've got a couple $100,000 worth of this protein we're going to give away absolutely free. $4.99, which helps us cover some of our costs, in an attempt to show you the quality of the protein. So again, you invest $4.99 before you invest $29 or $39 or whatever the retail value is going to be. It's still going to be a good price. So when you see that, don't go, this got to be a mistake. It's not.
Right. Yeah. Some will be 1 pound, some are 2, but regardless, the price is pretty ridiculous when you think about what they're going to be getting. And it's a lot of, I don't even say it's not wacky, but some of these are really different mixes and blends and things like that. They're going to be like, what? But they're all limited supply is the key. Some we only have 7 of, some we have 200 of, but when they're gone, they're gone.
So when you see it, if you want to try, jump on it real quick, because more than likely it won't be there tomorrow. We did this during COVID, where we gave away a bunch of free protein, and I had people come a couple weeks later and say, oh man, I was going to get it, but I got busy. Got any more left? Nope. I think it was gone in 3 days.
Yeah, maybe
something like
4,
that.
but yeah, it was
But
super
yeah,
quick.
we got rid of several thousand bags. I mean, literally pretty daggone quick.
Yeah,
So
we thought
again,
this was just
it's
a
just a
great way
way
to
to say
launch this
thank
whole
you
thing
and
off.
let you try something
Yeah,
for cheap.
yeah, yeah. That is a good way to end. So let's go ahead and we'll stop this live right now. But with that said, appreciate everybody who takes time to listen. Hopefully this was of value to you and that you find All American Supps to be a really great value, both from the quality and what you get and what you pay, and then whole 9 yards information we're going to be adding. There's a lot coming there. Just stay tuned.
All right. Later, everybody.